Eagles are the rulers of the sky. Even though they are enchanting birds, they are on their way to be listed as an endangered species. So to keep these birds flying, we need to educate ourselves about them. Continue watching to get to know some mind-blowing facts about eagles that you probably never heard of. Before we continue, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell for further updates on our future videos. Eagles enjoy eating stolen food and trash. Imagine an enchanting bald eagle plunging low over a lake and getting a fish with its amazing beak. Indeed, bald eagles eat a ton of fish. However, they don't generally get them themselves. They like to steal the fish from different birds like ospreys, hunting them down until they drop their prey. Bald eagles will likewise nibble on gulls, ducks, hares, crabs, creatures of land and water. And that's just a few mentions. They'll search in dumpsters, feed on squander from fish-handling plants, and even eat decomposing animals. Male eagles are smaller than females. In most animal species, males are bigger than females. Male gorillas, for instance, overshadow their female partners. But for most flying predators, it's quite the opposite. Female bald eagles weigh around 25% more than males. Researchers aren't sure why there's such a size distinction. One explanation may be how they split their settling obligations. Females start to lead the pack in organizing the settling material, so being bigger may help them assume responsibility. Additionally, they spend longer hatching the eggs than the male, so their size could scare egg hunters. In case you're attempting to differentiate male and female eagles, this size distinction may help you, particularly since both genders have a similar outer appearance. They can see with their eyes closed. Imagine a scenario in which you could close your eyes and still see. Other than the typical pair of eyelids, bald eagles have a transparent eyelid called the nictitating layer. They can close this layer to keep their eyes safe while their main eyelids stay open. This layer additionally dampens and cleans their eyes. Eagles likewise have more honed vision than humans, and their field of vision is more extensive. Both of those things mean the saying, "the eagle eye," is right on point. They are decent swimmers. There are a few recordings on the web that show a bald eagle swimming in the ocean, paddling itself to shore with its gigantic wings. Eagles have empty bones that are cushioned down, so they can glide well. Yet you might be asking, why do they swim rather than take off? In some cases, an eagle will dip down and hunt for fish. It will then paddle it to shore to eat. Hollywood had dubbed eagles' voices as they sound hilarious. It's a scene we've presumably seen on many occasions in motion pictures and on television. An eagle flies overhead and transmits a harsh, puncturing shout. The issue? Bald eagles don't actually make that sound. They produce such a shrill laugh or a powerless shout. These shouts are unremarkable to such an extent that Hollywood sound editors regularly dub over bald eagle calls with undeniably more noteworthy sounds. The piercing, the red-tailed hawk, hearty shouts of a more modest bird, and more. If you were a devotee to The Colbert Report, you may recall the show's notable CGI eagle from the opening scene, which was also making that cry of a hawk. Check yourself and choose who sounds better. Bald eagles aren't bald. So clearly grown-up bald eagles aren't bald. Their heads have dazzling white plumage that stands out from their body quills, giving them a bald look. In any case, bald eagles have earthly colored heads when they're young. For the initial 4 or 5 years of their lives, they travel through a confounded arrangement of various plumage patterns. In their second year of life, for example, they form white guts. They get mated with only one partner for life. Despite their aggressive appearance, eagles are quite heartfelt creatures. Bald eagles will in general partner up forever, and they share nurturing obligations. The male and the female alternate hatching the eggs, and the two of them feed their young. Eagles live very long lives. Those loving relationships are much more noteworthy because bald eagles can live for quite a long time. In 2015, a wild eagle in Henrietta, New York, passed away at the record age of 38 years old. Considering that these birds pair up at just 4 or 5 years old, that's a ton of Valentine's Day to consider. Eagles can be identified by their wings. Humans regularly get amped up for a large bird and shout, "It's an eagle," not long before it dips nearer and, oh no, it's actually a vulture. Here's a convenient distinguishing tip. Bald eagles generally take off with their wings flat. Then again, the turkey vulture, another dull taking off bird, holds its wings up in a shallow angular shape called a dihedral. A lot of huge birds additionally take off with somewhat raised wings. They build the largest nests to ever be recorded. Bald eagles assemble huge nesting places high in the treetops. The male and female work on the home together, and this quality time assists them with solidifying their long-lasting bond. Their comfortable nurseries comprise a structure of sticks fixed with gentler stuff like grass and quills. If the home serves them well during the reproducing season, they'll continue to utilize it after a year. What's more interesting, similar to all property holders, they can't avoid the possibility of refurbishing and adding to their dwelling place. Bald eagle homes are 2 to 4 feet down and 4 to 5 feet wide. However, one set of eagles close to St. Petersburg, Florida, acquired the Guinness World Record for biggest bird home, which was 20 feet down and 9.5 feet wide. The home weighed more than 2 tons. Eagles fight each other for territory while flying. It appears too peculiar to be in any way obvious. While flying, bald eagles at times get each other's feet and twist while diving to the earth. Researchers aren't sure why they do this. Maybe it's a romance, custom, or a regional fight. Typically, the pair will isolate before hitting the ground. However, some of the time they hold tight and don't give up. An interesting flight battle was when 2 male bald eagles bolted their claws and hit the ground with their feet connected. One of them later got away and the other was treated for claw wounds. People have tried to make them go extinct. Before European pioneers showed up, bald eagles were bountiful across the US. Yet with settlement came environmental annihilation, and the pioneers saw the eagles as rivalry and as a danger to their domesticated animals. Countless eagles were slaughtered, and in 1940, Congress banned the infliction of harm on these birds. Tragically, another danger ascended at about that time. In the beginning after the Second World War, ranchers and general well-being authorities utilized a bug spray called DDT. The synthetic functioned admirably to kill mosquitoes and horticultural vermin. However, it started to intensely influence flying predators. DDT made eagle eggshells too flimsy and made the eggs break. A 1963 review discovered only 471 bald eagle nests in the lower 48 states. DDT was then prohibited in the mid-1970s, but some people started to raise bald eagles in imprisonment cages and once again introduced them in places across America. Fortunately, this species made an awesome recuperation. Presently, the lower 48 states have more than 9,700 eagle nests. The African fish eagle is a relative of the North American bald eagle. You've likely known about America's other notorious eagle, the golden eagle. This bird lives throughout a large part of the northern side of the equator. The bald eagle is found in North America. It lives across quite a bit of Canada and the US, in some northern places of Mexico. The bald eagle has 7 close family members that are found all through the world. They all have a place in the variety Heliotis, which comes pretty blandly from the Latin word for ocean and eagle. One family member, the African fish eagle, is an amazing bird by its own doing. It addresses a few nations. For instance, it's the public image of Zambia and graces the South Sudanese, Malawian, and Namibian crests. Eagles somehow migrate. In case you're a bald eagle that resides in northern Canada, you'll likely travel south during the colder time of the year to stay away from the rebuffing cold. Numerous eagles fly south and return north for the late spring, as do a lot of other bird species and retired Canadians. However, not all bald eagles move. Some of them reside in New Britain and Canada's oceanic territories, stay throughout the year. Regardless of whether a bird relocates, relies upon how old it is and how much food is accessible. So which eagle fact left you the most surprised from the ones we mentioned? Let us know down below in the comments. If you want daily videos like this popping up on your feed, make sure to subscribe to our channel. As always, thanks for watching. See you in the next video, guys.